What is an earnest money deposit? In today's extreme seller's market, how much should you offer if you're a buyer? What is the maximum you can offer? What are the pros and cons of offering more or less? Listen in as we clarify what the purpose of the earnest money is and how it affects your offer.
Earnest money is a deposit that the buyer puts down to show his commitment in standing by his side of the contract to purchase the property. The typical earnest money deposit from a buyer is between 1 and 3% of the purchase price. In Washington State, the maximum a seller can keep is 5%. Recently, we've seen higher earnest money deposits as buyers are striving to make their offer more attractive to the seller.
How does a seller look at an earnest money deposit? It's the buyer's skin in the game. The larger the earnest money deposit, the more serious the buyer is about purchasing the house. Imagine if an earnest money is just $1,000 and the buyer backs out at the last minute. In many cases, the only loss to the buyer's breach of contract is his earnest money, and most people can absorb $1,000. A seller would look at a low earnest money deposit as a sign they are not a super strong or committed purchaser. Most sellers would not accept a low earnest money deposit unless it was their only offer.
So where does the earnest money go after a deal is accepted? It is deposited into a neutral escrow account where it's kept until both sides have agreed for its release. At closing, it's applied towards your down payment and the purchase price. So if your earnest money is $5,000 and your down payment is $50,000, that $5,000 is put towards your down payment at closing. Hope all this makes sense. As always, please feel free to reach out with any questions that you have. We're here to help.